Merry Christmas, everyone! Welcome to Mike Giordano's Wacky Christmas Podcast, a sack full of holiday cheer filled with funny people, funny stories, and funny songs. Make yourself comfortable, pour yourself a cup of eggnog, light your Yule log, and get ready to laugh till it hurts. And now, without further ado, your host for today's show, Mike Giordano.
Let's go!
Well, hello, everybody. This is Mike Giordano, and welcome to Mike Giordano's Wacky Christmas Podcast. Don't forget my CD, It Ain't Christmas Till I'm Drunk, and other wacky holiday songs. You can follow me on YouTube. My website is GiordanoChristmas.com. You can follow me on Facebook and Giordano Christmas. I'd like to introduce to you my co-host tonight, Miss Rosie Burgos.
Hello.
Hello, Rosie. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How's everything?
Okay. And Mr. Mats Palazza.
Hello, Michael, and hello, Rosie.
How
Hi,
we doing,
Mats.
Mats?
Good to be back here.
It's always a pleasure to see you, too.
It's always a pleasure to see you too, Michael. It's wonderful.
Not you two, but you too.
Well, no, I meant you two, not you also.
Well, not you two, the band.
That's what I meant, yes.
Okay, that's right. Anyway, Rosie has done it again.
What did she do?
Rosie, she has the most amazing sweaters I've ever seen.
Well, she's brought in some classics the past couple of weeks.
She
Yes,
surely
I
has.
have.
And she hasn't disappointed today. Rosie,
You like what I got on today?
it's a beautiful sweatshirt. It's a beautiful
Well,
sweater.
I want to describe it for your listening pleasure. It's an elf, and he has a black pompadour, which is a hairstyle. If
A
any-
pompadour.
Pompadour.
Yeah, that's it. A
Yeah,
pompadour.
yeah.
That's right.
A pompadour is a tomato.
And delicious, too.
Yes, they are.
And it's black, and he's holding a guitar, and he's got bending one knee in, and his name is Elvis Presley.
Oh, of course it is.
Well, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
The only thing I could say is oh, thank you very much.
I can't see from the sweater because of your breastises, but is that the fat Elvis or the younger, skinnier Elvis?
I think he's in between.
Okay.
It looks like the fat Elvis to me.
you
I'm not
ain't
sure.
nothing but a hound dog.
Depends on how
Mats.
Rosie moves. If she moves her hip, he's a fat Elvis. But you definitely bring the Christmas cheer to this show,
Thank
Rosie.
you.
Yes, Rosie,
I try.
Thank you very much. I can't wait to see the next one.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a doozy.
Well, all right, let's get into the show. I want to introduce my first guest. He is a local comedian from somewhere out there in Connecticut, and he is currently working in the area. So let me introduce to you Dr. Jay Sute. Jay, how are you?
Hey, Jay.
Good. How you doing, Mike? Hi, Rosie. How you doing, Mats?
Good, Jay. How are you? And once again, congratulations on making it to the finals of Connecticut's Funniest Comic.
Yeah. Well, this is my fourth trip of the finals since 2007, and 3 times I have got the third place finish. So if there's any pari-mutuel betting involved, bet me to show. Okay?
Well, I know you always show.
I'll show.
Yeah.
But,
well, I
yeah,
think
it's
this year,
fun.
the 4th time will be the charm for you, Jay.
Let's hope so, because the record of losses belonged to John Romanoff at 3 until he won his 4th time.
Right.
And then I set the new bar. In 2014. So.
Well, you can't really say you lost. I mean, coming in third is not too shabby.
Yeah, it's fine. It's great. I mean, and it is. I mean, I do have, the day job. I'm a pediatrician during the day, so,
Oh, so you're
45
an
hours
actual
a week.
doctor then?
I'm an actual doctor
You
in
are-
the daytime, and the comedy at night allows me to face the convoy of minivans every morning. So it's
And I'm sorry, what kind of doctor were you?
pediatrician,
A
baby
pediatrician.
doctor,
Oh,
baby
nice.
doctor. But you got to take care of them until birth, until about 22 when they graduate from college now. And sometimes, they're a little ripe at the end.
Yeah, that's got to be rough.
It's rougher when one of your patients makes a new patient for you.
Yeah.
And now you got mommy and baby in the doctor's office. So.
So you'd be the grand doctor.
Right, grand doctor. I should start using that.
Yeah.
Because I'm having a lot of kids that I took care of as little kids, as babies and such. They're at the age now, because I've been in practice 26 years, they're at the age now where they're shooting out babies of their own. And
Wow.
Now,
bringing their,
Is that a technical
Yeah,
term,
cool.
Jay?
They bring their
Shooting
kids
out.
Them out.
Is
So,
shooting
I
out
guess-
babies a technical term? Is that
That is. I didn't know. Should I dumb it down a little bit?
No.
But no, it's cool to see kids I took care of as, babies and teenagers now bringing their babies to me. There's only one problem with that, and that is when some of these kids turn 22, I danced a jig in the parking lot because I'd never have to deal with their mother again.
Right, yeah. Do you ever
but
have
the bitch is back and her name is Grandma. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, there's got to be some mommies that you're happy to see, no?
Yeah, no, I'm joking around. I mean, you couldn't do this without getting somewhat attached to these people and their families.
Sure.
So it's a great job, but it does require something on the other side of the balance to allow you to do it well and keep your sanity. So my partner golfs and I do stand up, and that is how I relieve my stress. That's my therapy.
So tell us a little more about your stand-up. Where have you performed?
When I was in college at Fairfield U, 1983 was the first time I performed for Treehouse Comedy at their open mics. And I did open mics and comedy for about 3 years till 86 and went to med school then and did my residency 90 to 93. And then from 93 till 2006, it was work, treat babies, get married, have a family, and then shortly after starting stand-up comedy in 2006, then the divorce. So, it's the circle of life, as they say. And
what are you
what are you going to do?
Now, Jay, you might not remember this, but the first time I actually did some stand-up was when the Treehouse opened at the Hibernian Hall. And it was you, Rich Voss, and Bonnie McFarland.
Bonnie McFarland. I have a very sweaty picture of myself from that night. If you recall, it was a decommissioned church with no air conditioning.
Oh, yes. And I believe it was in the summer, too. So
I think they got air conditioning now, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, that's that. And that was a great show.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. I haven't worked with Bonnie in a while, but I worked with Rich just a little while ago. They're still great. And that was when their daughter was young, so I can keep track of how long I've been doing comedy by how old the daughter of Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarland is.
Right,
so.
Because I believe you brought some either diapers or formula that night to give to Bonnie.
I'm always giving formula. If I got samples at the office, I hook up all of my comedian friends. I got to appear on back on the Miserable Men show on Sirius XM back when Shuli Agar was doing that show, simply because I got him formula.
Wow.
You
got to do what you got to do.
I did a formula for a parking spot in New York City Exchange. That's what we do when we're in our 40s now. I'm meeting another comic, Mark Riccadonna, in the city, and he says, I got a great parking place. I'll wait here for you. You can give me the formula. I give you the parking place.
Oh, okay, yes, I know Mark very well. He's a
good guy.
So that would be your formula to success.
I guess. I'd rather trade formula for a parking place than give any hernia exams to my comedian friends.
Yeah. Does this look swollen?
They're going to have to do more than turn their head and cough.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh boy.
So
there you go.
when Jay, when is the final competition for?
The finals are Saturday, November 9th. The first round of the finals last week, I guess you'd call that the semifinals.
Right.
There were 5 of us. They cut that group of 5 down to 2 of us, myself and very funny comedian Dave Sheehan.
Yeah,
and
Dave is great. I worked with him about a month or so ago up in West Haven.
He's great. Really good guy. Yeah. And then next Saturday, the 2nd, is the second and last semifinal round where they're going to go from the 5 comics that are there to 2 more, and then those 2 will come up against me and Dave Sheehan on the 9th.
Well, it sounds like a great show.
So everybody should get out there and support.
Yes, and that's at the Treehouse in Westport, right? At the Westport Inn.
It's Bistro B at the Westport Inn, treehousecomedy.com, or you can go to standuppediatrician.com. There's a link there, too, for tickets.
Okay, and the show starts at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Great.
Yeah, my poor sister, she's gone. This will be the 7th show she's gone to in this contest, which started in June when I was in my 30s.
Yes. Yes, this is a contest that never ends.
They start long. My sister deserves some kind of a plaque for going to all the shows.
Definitely.
They make you pay for like $25 a ticket. I mean, just to go on the 9th, she's going to have to donate some blood. So,
right. Now, Jay, do you switch up your material every time for one of these shows, or you
for the contest? Not
Yeah.
really. I
Yeah.
mean, I do when I do my shows, but the contest is, it's a different group of judges each time, and you want to do your best stuff, and it goes up in time intervals. Like it was 5-minute set, then 7, then 10, then 12, then 15, then 17, and then it's going to be 20 minutes in the finals. So.
Right.
So I kind of have a skeleton act, and I just kind of hang different things on the tree, to flesh things out a little more. So.
Right.
But it's fun. And you know what? Even last week, I was up against 4 other comics who could have won the contest. I mean, everybody was great. So Jess Miller and Mike Keegan, they did great jobs, and. Angel Rentis, who's a good pal of mine, we're doing a show in a couple of weeks. We do a all healthcare comedian lineup. So it's myself. Angel Rentis is a cardiology APRN, and then we have 2 cardiologists with us. So the 4 of us call it.
Sounds like you got it all covered.
Yeah. So if anybody drops
it,
if somebody drops at one of your shows, you guys can spring right into action.
I had to do that at a show at City Steam in Hartford once. One of they were filming something for Howard TV when one of the Running road shows was coming through there.
Right.
And one of the cameramen had a seizure. I had to jump into action.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
At least you were there. It's good that you were there.
I got a quick funny story. I'm performing at the Funny Bone up here in Manchester, opening for Uncle Joey, Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
And I do my set. I come off. I go back to where I'm sitting. Woman comes up to me and asks if I'm really a doctor or whether that's just some of my shtick. I said, no, I'm a doctor. She goes, thank God. My mother-in-law just pulled my son's arm out of the socket at the elbow. And I told them, there's a doctor at the mall. Just get in the van and head over. So, so I bring up Uncle Joey. And then I go out to they have these vibrating, comfortable chairs out in front of the Funny Bone out in the lobby of the mall.
Right.
And this little 3-year-old girl's coming in, her arms hanging off the side. I pop it back in with less than 30 seconds, and off she goes using her arm like she had all day long. I felt like a superhero.
Well, you are a superhero, Jay.
Well, you should be commended for your medical skills.
Now, Jay, how
Not
much?
to mention the cases of scabies that I have prevented.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh.
Scabies are not fun.
No.
Adult entertainment industry in Connecticut has been spared a lot of outbreaks, let me tell you.
Now, Jay, how much of your material is farmed from your medical practice?
Pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from life. I've got 2 daughters. One's 26 and 28. So, you draw from that, and every day something funny happens at the office. I mean, I had a message from someone that needed a refill for the asthma medicine, but I had just refilled it 2 days ago, and the message was, need a refill on the asthma medicine. Everything went to the dinosaur.
Well, at least the dinosaur.
Apparently, the kid had this stuffed dinosaur, and he gave all the puffs of the albuterol to the dinosaur.
Right, and that's why they went extinct.
But
You
the
don't know that
message
because of
was,
asthma.
all the puffs went to the dinosaur. So, I mean, it's sometimes hilarious.
It was an asthmasaurus.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
He was Puff, the magic
If you've
dragon.
ever been the victim of an asthma attack, you got to be careful because those suckers can kick.
Yeah.
So as we head into the winter season, Doctor,
Yeah,
do you have some words of wisdom for everyone?
I do. I did want to use the opportunity to promote getting your flu vaccine out there. It's better than not getting the flu vaccine. And if you have something like asthma or heart problems or anything, if you're over 65, if you're anywhere between the ages of 6 and 22, everybody should get the flu vaccine because, I'm not so crazy about those anti-vaxxers. I always thought I'd be able to confront anti-vaxxers at my comedy shows, but they don't get out much because their kids are sick all the time. So,
I get my flu shot every season.
yeah, I think it's not just for yourself, but for the community at large. It definitely helps the more people that get it.
Yeah.
And it's not some sinister plot, and you won't catch the flu from the flu vaccine because no part of it is alive so that it can't infect you.